Hello YouTubers and welcome to the comparison video of Meizu M3 versus the predecessor Meizu M2. So let's get into it. Starting off with the display, both phones got 5-inch IPS LCD display with the resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels on their screens. As for the pixel density, both phones got 294 pixels per inch. Coming to the screen protection, the Meizu M3 does not have any screen protection while the Meizu M2 have Asahi Dragontail glass on its screen. And as for the feel and weight, the Meizu M3 is 8.3mm weighing 132 grams while the Meizu M2 is 8.7mm weighing 131 grams. As for the operating system, both handsets comes with pre-installed Android 5.1 Lollipop, while you get Flame UI 5.1 on Meizu M3 and Flame UI 4.5 on Meizu M2. As for the chipset, the Meizu M3 got MediaTek MT6750 chipset, while you get MediaTek MT6735 chipset on Meizu M2. Coming to the CPU, the Meizu M3 got octa-core 1.5 GHz Cortex A53 CPU, while you get quad-core 1.3 GHz Cortex A53 CPU on Meizu M2. As for the GPU, the Meizu M3 got Meli T860 MP2, while you get Meli T720 MP2 on Meizu M2. Coming to the internal storage, the Meizu M3 comes in 16 and 32 GB version, while the Meizu M2 comes in 16 GB version. As for the RAM, the Meizu M3 got 2 GB of RAM for 16 GB version and 3 GB of RAM for 32 GB of version, while on the Meizu M2 the RAM is 2 GB. As for the external storage, both handsets can support microSD card up to 128 GB, while there is no dedicated SD card slots on both phones. Both phones uses SIM2 slot as a microSD card slot. Coming to the camera, there is no such huge difference in the cameras of both phones, as both phones got 13 megapixels camera with aperture f2.2 and both phones can record 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. As for the front camera, both handsets got 5 megapixels camera with aperture f2.0, but you're gonna enjoy that updated UI on the Meizu M3. Coming to the fingerprint sensor, both handsets does not have any fingerprint sensor. And at last, for the battery, the Meizu M3 got 2870 mAh battery, while you get 2500 mAh battery on Meizu M2. So that's it for the comparison video of Meizu M3 versus the Meizu M2. Thanks for watching guys, I really appreciate it.